Welcome back to Boujee Bravo Bitches, where we talk all that Bravo tea from basic to bougie. We're your hosts. I'm Jenna.
I'm Darcy.
And I'm Amanda. Let's get into it, bitch.
Hey, bitches.
Hey, gorgeous.
Hey.
I already told you I'm in rare fucking form today, so don't fuck with me.
Let's get it.
Do fucking not.
I'm bringing it. I am bringing it.
I had a bad day.
Well, hopefully it gets better because now we're all
Because we're talking
together.
about Bravo. It's better already.
I know. I was in the grocery store talking to Summer about all the Bravo, and people are like looking at me because she's like a baby. I'm like, she needs to know, and I need to have somebody to talk to.
Well,
And I don't give a fuck if I look like a weirdo. That's how you learn.
Summer needs to stay up to speed for when we're all old and we need to retire from this podcast. She's going to take over.
Exactly.
Obviously. Where to get started? Well, I'll tell you where we're going to get started because today Bravo gave us a little gift and the Potomac reunion dropped.
No, the trailer.
Or the trailer. Sorry.
It's
Not
okay.
the reunion.
Listen, you guys know Potomac is my favorite and it looks good.
I know.
It looks good.
I'm just going to say this one time. La Robbins, rise up.
No.
I love Robin. You hate Robin.
I can't stand her. She's such a wet fucking blanket. And then when they showed her sitting on the curb, I was like, what the fuck is she doing? Sitting on the curb. You do.
Ladam's rise? No. Ladam's take your seat. La Robbins rise, please.
Oh my God.
I sent her a message. I said, La Robbins rise up. And she sent me hearts back.
I will say cast photo is the first time I've actually said she looks good. She looks good.
They all actually looked really beautiful. There was no one that looked.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, Candace looked stupid. Her outfit was really stupid.
Giselle's tits looked amazing.
They all looked good. Mia looked good. Wendy looked beautiful. Like they all looked good.
They all have really nice boobs.
I did not like Candace's outfit. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't love the Grand Dame's outfit either.
I don't remember what hers was, but
they both had like a jumpsuit on.
Oh, I'm not a jumpsuit person.
I love jumpsuits.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I hate peeing in them. Like when you have to use the bathroom, but I love a jumpsuit.
I am too short for a jumpsuit. They just look stupid on me.
I can
just look like I'm wearing like a little kid's like mechanic's outfit or something.
Like a smock.
Yeah, like I look ridiculous in a jumpsuit. A baby hazmat.
Yeah.
Yeah. They looked good. So the trailer looked fire. I'm pumped for it.
I love the editing on it. Like I love it.
It's
a little like old sitcom vibe.
It was very camp. It's very camp, which is what I love. That in Salt Lake City, the producers give it every time.
Everyone's returning, and we have a new girl named Nneka, who is also an attorney, and she's Ashley's friend. Remember we were trying to figure out whose friend she was? She's Ashley's friend, and it looks like she's going to come for Dr. Wendy.
I love anyone who comes for Wendy.
I
Not
know,
a Wendy fan.
I don't know how Wendy's gotten all these seasons. Like, how is she? Why? Why are we giving Wendy more seasons?
I don't know. She's not that interesting.
Not into her. But yeah, everyone's coming back. Charisse is a friend of. It looked good. I'm pumped for it. It airs on November 5th, which is the last day of BravoCon. So that's like a lot going on during BravoCon weekend.
Yeah.
What other show comes out on the 5th?
Married to Medicine.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
It's a lot of TV.
I'm gonna be bravoed out. We're gonna have to sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
In our bed.
We can watch
service.
it. I was just going to say.
You guys come home on Monday? You guys come home on Monday?
Yeah, we're coming home Monday morning.
I think realistically what'll happen, we're going to download those to our iPads and watch them on the plane.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. But so before that dropped today, the other like kind of main bits of news. So we talked a lot about Shannon's DUI last week, and I just wanted to share that Animal Control is now looking into Shannon's DUI because she had Archie with her, which I just thought in light of her CPS comments was pretty funny.
Full circle.
She's ghost still. She hasn't said shit. She's not commenting. I didn't watch it, but I know Gina like came out and spoke about it. Shannon was Heather was asked about it on Watch What Happens Live last night, and she kind of just like she never comments. Like she always like kind of gives the non-answer answer. But basically, Andy was like, "Well, what do you think she needs to do?" And she was like, "We don't have enough time."
Yeah, I know Gina was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna kick somebody when they're already at their lowest." Or like, shut the fuck up, Gina. Yeah. Say what you really feel. Be like, that's what you get, bitch. That's what you get. Say what you feel.
It's like so funny to her to like be making fun of like Shannon for being a drunk for all these years, but now Shannon's like gets in trouble for being a drunk, and it's like, oh, I'm not gonna kick her when she's down. Well, you've been kicking her all the way. Like, keep
Mm-hmm.
kicking, bitch.
Yeah.
Bring that
Agreed.
same energy, bitch.
Kick harder. Kick harder.
Yeah. I don't think anyone should ever be made fun of for clearly having a substance abuse issue. That's my opinion. That's
agree
my
with that.
opinion. I can't with like Tamra's shaky head. It like hurts.
She hurts. She hurts my head.
Right. I don't know. Did we talk about this last week or did it happen like right after we hung up? I think I told you that Lindsay was going to the Bahamas on her bachelorette. We said that on the pod last week, that she was like on her way to the Bahamas for her bachelorette party.
Yeah, because
they did go.
They go low and she went high.
Yes. So they stayed at the SLS Bahama, which is gorge in the Bahamas. There was like 15 girls there, and included from the Summer House cast were Danielle, Gabby, and Sam. It looked like exactly what you need when you are kind of basically getting left at the altar. You need your 15 girlfriends to take you out, dress you up, and make you have a good time.
I don't have 15 friends.
Me neither.
Me neither.
I have you too. You too. You guys were at my bachelorette.
Yeah, we were.
With my 2 other friends. Which were my sisters.
I was going to say, one of them was your sister.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it looked like a good time. I did want to note that apparently Batch Boss did help set up some things on her bachelorette, which is Avery Singer's company.
Nice.
The only other thing that's come out about them is like she still has not spoken to Carl. They've kind of spoken with like intermediaries, and apparently they were in couples counseling before they called it off. Then I also heard that the conversation he had with her was like not to call off not to end their relationship, but it just escalated. And she was like, then she was kind of like, fine, then it's over, sort of thing.
You know what? I could see that. Him being like, maybe we pause the wedding, and her being like, you know what? If you want to fucking pause it, there is no wedding then, bitch. Bye.
Yeah.
Going crazy, activated.
Yeah.
Instead of just taking a step back. I can see that happening.
I think so too. But then honestly, like, if you want to pause your wedding, is there really coming back from that?
I mean, you usually break up late a little bit down the road, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no coming back from that.
And it's on camera. Like, if you genuinely want to talk about like the state of the wedding, like give her the heads up that this is where the conversation's going, or have it in advance and then just let it play out on film.
You're not wrong.
I'll be honest.
I
have gotten 2 like wedding postponement, like an invitation things in the mail before. Well, one was Darcy's. No, just kidding.
Well, that was you got 2 of those. Were me. No, and that was COVID delays.
I've gotten 2 like real ones, like we're postponing, like aka we're having issues. Those 2 weddings never happened.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay.
Just saying. So they're all back from their batch. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Got a lot of RHONJ drama going on. Anyone want to talk about what they've seen?
Give me the rundown, because like it's been a lot and I have not kept up.
Yeah, they're filming still. Teresa did her like tipsy in Tulum party at her house. Everyone was there except for Rachel, Margaret, and Melissa. And at her party, Jennifer, Aiden, and Danielle got into a fight that turned physical. I've seen so many variations of what happened. Some people say like Jen pushed Danielle. Some people say like Danielle threw a glass and it cut like Jen's face.
That's
like,
what I've seen. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of like variations. I can guarantee you that if Jennifer did not put her hands on Danielle, she sure as shit instigated her to the point of Danielle throwing the glass. I heard that like the cup just like cracked, so it cut her face. Like she wasn't like, you know, like making shivs and trying to jam them in her face or something like that. But essentially,
she wasn't pulling a Marlo.
Because of the violence, they stopped filming because they're kind of like under fire now. Like, so they did like NBC Universal just came out like tightening up on their policies and stuff like that. So they suspended filming, and then literally like 2 days later, filming was unsuspended, and they went and filmed Danielle's Boujee Kids party.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. But Us Weekly actually said today that filming has been reinstated for both of them.
I didn't think it would be suspended for long. They need to make you know, they have to film to make the season. So
Yeah, I think it'd be different if like Danielle punched her in the face. Like, but if you
Yeah.
throw a glass and like you get hit, you know,
I
how
mean,
many times is that? Like,
Because didn't,
what's her Sierra did that to Danielle on Summer
yeah.
House like last year.
I mean, Ramona threw the glass and
Oh, and
cut what's her
cut
name's face. Yeah.
Kristen. Yeah,
Lisa
Kristen.
Rinna broke a glass on the table and
That
like
was
tried to
amazing.
kill Kim Richards with it.
Well, and didn't
You
Jennifer
will
Aiden
not
throw a
talk about my
knife
husband.
at Melissa? Like talked like utensils at Melissa?
Like a silverware wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy bitches.
Yeah, Melissa threw an entire plate of cheese at someone.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
I wish someone
She's
would throw a
so
plate of cheese
I
at
know.
me.
I want some cheese.
Me too. It's just such a waste. In other RHONJ news though, so Jackie's book came out, The Weight of Beautiful, all about her like eating disorder.
I'm not reading her book.
Are you gonna read it, Jenna?
No, I don't. No, I don't like Jackie. I'm gonna be open minded to her because she's being smart and she's going on Team Teresa. But no, I don't like her enough to buy her book.
We were talking about that earlier, and I said she's filming so much with these other teams because she knew she was part time.
She had to.
And she wanted to be full time, and she was like, "How do I get that?" So she's being a smart businesswoman. I don't like her though. I don't like her though.
She is being smart, and these other girls don't like it. So her actual friends are like shutting her down now.
Yeah,
It's like they were not your real friends. Let's be honest. No, did they fight for you to be full time? I don't think so.
No, they were like ignoring you.
She's like feuding though with everyone. So she's feuding with Margaret. There's no real indicator as to why. I do think it's just about the fact that like she's spending time with Teresa, probably.
Probably.
So Jackie was on Watch What Happens Live with Heather Gay this week because it was the day of her book signing. And she said a lot, and like she said a lot of like things that you wouldn't know what they meant unless you were really paying attention to like the RHONJ like rumors going around. So there was a video that went around of Melissa saying Jackie wants to be invited to every party or like something like that. And so Jackie just said something very sly that I didn't even think about it till after, but she's like, it's never good to be excluded or something like that. And she said she's going through something with Margaret right now. She's like, and Margaret said the same thing, I think, in an interview recently. But yeah, it seems like she is much closer with Teresa. She was asked like, how long will Teresa and Louis last? And she goes, indefinitely, like with a huge like heart eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just so glad the new season's not going to be all about Melissa and Teresa.
She said that. She said this is not about Melissa and Teresa. And Andy was like, it's true. Like they just hate each other. Let's move on. Like,
let's be over that.
Let's let other people hate each other now.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's fine. I mean, it seems like it's gonna work. They go to like they don't go to each other's shit, but if other people have stuff, then they're both there. Like they were both at Boujee Kids.
Yeah.
Melissa, I don't know if she was at the book signing. Margaret definitely wasn't, but I heard that like Teresa stayed longer than anyone that's in the like Gorga camp. There's also a funny photo going around of like
I saw that. That was
funny. Jackie was like holding her two kids at one of Teresa's book signings, like when she was a fan.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Teresa and Gia are with Jackie at her book signing.
Comes full circle.
It is kind of funny though.
She manifested it.
That's it for RHONJ news, but they have to probably be filming the finale like soon. They've been filming since August. Oh, it's only September, I guess. Maybe not.
Well, it's October on
Sunday. They film like 3 months usually, 2-3 months.
Yeah, sure.
Take us into the holidays. Bring me sprinkle cookies, please. Bring me
snippets
of no cooking, like please. Give the people what they want.
Thank you.
Darcy, I want your thoughts on this next topic. There's a lot of weird Jenna Lyons shit going on.
She's engaged.
She's posting a lot of weird fucking shit. She never posts anything, and then she starts posting all these weird.
Well, because I think
is she engaged?
Yeah, because like so at first I was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Whose hand is that? It looks weird." But I think it's like wrapped around, but it's a fucking engagement ring.
Yeah, it is.
Her fiance is like a photographer, so I think that's all with like the artsy fartsy weird photos. I'm here for it.
So she is engaged.
So she's engaged.
Okay.
That's what I say. That's my take on it.
Yeah,
she's
no like news route has confirmed that, but a lot of people are speculating that she is. I didn't even know she was dating. Well, lesbians
nobody
move
does.
fast, 3 weeks and the U-Haul pulls up, right?
3?
Am I right?
3?
Yeah, that's a long time, actually.
Yo.
Guess we'll find out. I did just want to say one little Miami thing, which is Gertie finished her chemo treatment because I know we've been talking about that, and I'm happy for her.
That's fantastic.
She rocks no hair very well, honestly. Like, she looks fashionable with it.
She's
I like
beautiful. Like, just beautiful.
Yeah. Amanda, tell us about your favorite topic, Kim and Kroy.
Okay.
Give us the update.
So many things. So first, she wants the divorce dismissed because they're still having sex.
Sex. A lot of sex,
Okay.
Amanda. They're having a lot of sex.
Due to the fact that they can't provide a separation date because they're still having sex. I mean, it's kind of desperate on her part. Like, Kim, he doesn't want you anymore. Let him go. But then she posted a picture. She's so fucking weird. She posted a picture of one of her sons and Kroy with heart eyes, and she was like, he makes me melt. Like, was she talking about her son? Was she talking about Kroy? What? Yeah. Weird. Nobody knows. Yeah. Then another thing, the judge is fucking pissed off in her custody case because Kroy showed up, Kroy's lawyers showed up, and her lawyers showed up. And they were on a Zoom call, and the judge was like, where is your client? And he was like, oh, she's flying back from Colombia where she was just filming a reality TV show. And he's like, all right, this is postponed. And he was like, in further going forward, you guys are all going to have to come to court. We are not doing this for on Zoom anymore. And he's pissed at her. So
that's the person you don't want to piss off.
You do not want to piss out your custody judge. Absolutely.
No.
You delay your fight. You sit in the fucking airport on your custody Zoom if that's what you need to do. I mean, just this is for your fucking children. Like, I don't get why she wouldn't show up. So that's all.
She's Kim.
Yeah, I feel like she's so fucking delusional. Like, is she just like...
She is delusional.
If you ignore the problems, they're not going to go away.
Yeah.
But I think that's been her game plan. That's her kind of carried her through.
Big Papa,
she's waiting for Big Papa.
Somebody save her. So
someone save her. She is Delulu. It's wild.
Yeah, it really is.
Just in other Atlanta news, Sonya's having a boy.
I saw that.
It was they did this video where they're tug-of-warring.
Yeah, with their son.
But they're pulling him so hard. I'm like, you guys just put a child abuse video. And then you put him in a blue shirt. It was cute, but they're really yanking him.
Yikes.
Yay for her. Baby boy number 2. Okay, we have to talk about some of the off Bravo related, Bravo adjacent stuff. Okay, I watched Dancing with the Stars. I couldn't sleep the other night. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning. I watched the whole thing from 3:30 to 5:30. It was good. I love Dancing with the Stars. Big fan. Always have been. Watched them all. So, Ariana tied for second, and Mauricio was in the bottom 2. He did get saved in the end. He wasn't that bad. I was really actually surprised that he was in the bottom 2. Tyson Beckford was awful, and who even knows who Tyson Beckford is anymore? It was weird.
Yeah.
I think he'll do better with a Latin dance. He had the jive. Doesn't seem like his kind of dance, so I think he'll get better scores next week. It's Latin night. What I will say, in the ballroom, you can have your family and friends. Mauricio had Kyle and his daughters. Before you come out, you have to tell, they do a little video promo of who you are. In the video promo, he says, yeah, I've been married to Kyle for blah, blah, blah years. We've been going through a really rough time this year. And then she's in the ballroom. She had to be under her chair, cringing so hard. She goes, so I'm doing Dancing with the Stars to distract me from all that.
I know.
Yeah. And Ariana had Sheena, Brock, her brother Jeremy, the guy she's dating, David, and her friend Brad. And I think her mom. Yeah. She did honestly, I was shocked at how well she did. I've never seen her dance, really. I was shocked. She was really good.
I saw her dance on TikTok. It was good. She was good.
Yeah.
I saw the clips of it. I haven't seen the clip of Mauricio.
Me either.
It wasn't great. But we'll see what happens next week. It's Latin night. I'll keep you all posted on how long they're there.
Please do.
I also, for the team, watched Special Forces. Because I really wanted to see them yell at Tom Sandoval. But honestly, he literally knows he's such a piece of shit. He took it very seriously. They made them this ladder was suspended between 2 mountains over a glacier that's a million miles down, and they had to walk across it step over a hump in the middle without falling and like without looking at your feet.
Nope.
And there were like 14 people and he was one of the 5 that made it.
Was JoJo one of them?
No, she
Oh.
wasn't because she was like fucking around.
Yeah, she seems like the type to be fucking
Goofing around, acting like an asshole.
Yeah.
She lost the discipline in her life.
Yeah,
So.
Abby's gone.
Abby's gone. Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting cast. Tyler Cameron from The Bachelor. Black China is on it. A lot of people. Jack Osborne. Tara Reid.
Oof.
Girl looks like she got run over by a truck and then backed back over.
Oh.
I feel bad for her. Alcoholism hasn't been her friend, and neither have cigarettes.
Yikes.
Looks rough. But I'll keep watching for you guys. But yeah, Tom was like very uneventful. But he did make it through the first challenge. We talked a little about something about her, and there's been all this stuff going around about how like it was just a front for merge, like it's not really opening. And Katie posted this picture that they were forced to remove their patio per city request. I don't know if I believe that.
I don't believe it because you have to get permits before you do anything. So
Yeah.
they would have known that it's not approved because they're not out there doing the work for themselves. They have a general contractor doing it. So,
well,
Yeah.
I think the framework of the patio was there when they got it, and they just added to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like I can see the city saying like, you're not grandfathered in under their permit. Take it all down.
Could be right.
It's just like, why are you not open yet? If you have all your decorations, you've had 700 soft launches, like what's happening?
Give the people
It's weird.
sandwiches.
I know. The sandwich sounds great right now.
I know.
Last little piece of news that I saw today was that Gary King from Below Deck Sailing has been kicked off the Bravo Clan list due to those sexual assault allegations. So,
Toodles.
yeah, I'm wondering what that means for the season they just shot. Like, if that's ever going to air, or if they're going to try to, like, edit him out of it. That would be pretty hard. He's a pretty integral part of the cast. So, I don't know if we've had anything. Well, I guess we do kind of have something like that because we have season 4 of Rugged, which is never going to air.
Never.
So I guess we'll find out. So if Below Deck Sailing out season 5 is the lost season, we'll know why.
Yeah.
Any other news that you guys saw?
No.
I don't think so.
I think we covered it.
Lots of good stuff going on in the world.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped for Potomac. So pumped. That was like a little like highlight in my mailbox today.
I love that.
So excited. Le Robins rise.
I hope it's her downfall. I hope it's her downfall.
Sit in your seat before you break a hip.
No, they're gonna take her down. They're gonna go after her and Juan.
I know. The only thing I heard, they're definitely going after her and Juan. And the only thing that I heard is I saw that I kind of like could make out. She was crying in a car, and she said, "You guys are like trying to villainize him." And that's when she was on the curb after that.
You like Juan.
I love Juan. Love Juan. Love
I think
Robbie.
he's a loser. So,
yeah, he's a loser. And how many of you dated before? Everyone I ever dated before my husband was a loser. I have an affinity for losers.
Oh, I love that. You know what? You're not wrong. Can't be mad at you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's get into the shows. The week.
I loved it. I love it. I knew you weren't going to be happy, but I loved it.
It was a whole episode devoted to Taylor, and you know I'm not a fan. Not a Taylor fan.
But Craig is just bringing it. He just brings it. He, as Darcy said, he's fucking made
Craig's
to be
my favorite
housewife.
housewife.
Craig is
oh my
your
God.
favorite housewife.
He's so funny.
He doesn't let anything go.
He didn't drop it. He did not. He refused to drop the subject. Shep was like, please. He was like, nope. Got to keep going. So how you feel about it?
Austen was like, I'm sitting right here.
It's so funny. With his little Craigie with his little nail polished finger. Yeah, a lot of time devoted to Taylor. Watching her try to sell Day Chaser was like embarrassing. It was so embarrassing.
Why didn't she just go back? Why didn't she just get another job as an orthodontist assistant? Like, I guess I don't get it. Like, honey, you are not a salesperson.
You can't find like even a dental assistant job somewhere else.
She probably hasn't looked. She's like,
you can't just go back to where you were.
I'm gonna be an influencer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I don't fucking buy it.
I don't buy that
Just
she
like,
went and looked.
oh, I could make money doing sales now because people know me.
Yeah,
Like,
or like I'm just gonna pretend to have this job while really my income is from the TV
Right.
show.
Love is like, you could sell this here, but you have to actually be in here selling it, aka you can work for Republic. Come be
My
our
brother
little
went to
bitch.
Charleston and I'm like, do not go to fucking Republic. And then he was like standing outside and like took pictures. He's like, should I go in here? I'm like, don't fucking talk to me because you're lame as fuck.
Which brother?
Justin. He didn't go in. I was like, do not.
So funny. I will just say this. I think Austen definitely slept with Taylor.
Absolutely.
Okay, you could tell when he was like, well. The
You
thing
mean
about
when he
Austen-
looked up and to the right?
up and to the
Craig's
left,
like
or
down
down
and to
to
the
the
left.
left?
I'm like, actually, it's up and to the right.
Oh God, I
Good
don't
job,
even
Craig.
know. The thing is Austen loves the controversy about him. He loves it. He thinks
He
that's the
does.
only way he can get fucking attention. And he's so like annoying about it. You know what? You were like earlier today, you're like, we all despise people. I fucking despise Austen with like, I can't. I fucking
I
can't
strongly
stand him.
like dislike. I wouldn't. He's not on my despise list.
Oh, I can't stand him. If I saw him,
Strongly dislike though.
he just seems like he's
Like
so cocky.
the only like totally despise I think we can all agree on is John Mellencamp's daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 T's and twat.
Hard yes. Hard yes on that.
I just think he's so cocky. He's such a douchebag is like what he is. Like he's just ugh.
He's just, he reminds me of like the
little
cat
Muppet
that
mouth.
got the canary. Like he's
Yeah.
always just like, well, I know.
Whoa,
I know, but I'm not going to tell you.
What is
Yeah.
cat that got the canary?
Like a cat.
What
caught
does
the
that
cana-
mean?
It's like the cat caught the canary. Like they're so
Yeah.
smug and they've got it like in their mouth.
They
Did I
think
make
that's
that up?
something
No,
my
that's a
great-
real
like,
thing.
Okay.
My great Aunt Myrtle would say or something.
Well,
I. Or is it
That's
the
funny.
canary? I don't know. There's
the
something.
cat who ate
I'm not
the
saying you're wrong.
canary.
I just never heard it.
I heard the cat who ate the canary. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
they're
a
like
real
just
thing.
smug and happy.
Yeah,
I
like
think.
cocky little
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
A shit-eating grin.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got introduced to like the new cast in a little more detail. Okay, what did I say about JT? He is a shit-stirring weasel.
That's
I
what
like
you
it.
said.
Uh-huh.
He is a little weasel. He's little, first of all.
He's the
very
one who
little.
brought up that Taylor slept over at.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And was asking all those like pointed questions.
Yeah.
So how do you
Okay.
feel about that?
So here's my real question: is why is everyone in love with Taylor? Shep's in love with her. Austen wants to bang her. JT is obviously in love with her. Like, what is she bringing to
don't
the
know.
table? Like, I don't get it.
She's
Nothing for
single,
me.
blonde, and skinny.
Yeah.
I think
She's
that's it.
I mean, I'm not even going to say like she's not attractive. She's pretty, but it's not like she's
Is
like
she, like, the
Madison.
cool
I think is
girl?
like beautiful. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that about Taylor.
Maybe she's like the
Taylor's-
cool girl and like hangs out with the guys, but like I don't know.
Think she's like yeah, she can hang,
Yeah.
Drink her day chaser.
but then go home and cry. At
Yeah.
night. Yeah. JT also definitely seems to be in love with her.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was very odd. We met Rod. I really liked Rod. I don't like
Mhm.
Olivia, so I don't need them to
No.
go on another date together. But their date did highlight what a cutie he is.
She was so obnoxious on that because she giggled after everything.
Oh yeah.
And like he said
There's
some
like a
like
dime a dozen
funny things, but he's not that funny. Like, stop
No.
fucking giggling, shut the fuck up, and have an adult.
I
Like,
He
hate
was funny when the tour.
Oh,
band
yeah.
comes in, he was like, "Hey, there's 300 white people and one brown dude. Everyone wave to the brown dude. Make it feel welcome." It was so funny. I'm like, I like this guy. Like
Mhm.
pointing out blatant racism right off the rip. I love it. Yeah, I don't need him to date Olivia. I think that was just to kind of like get him on the show. Sort of
Okay.
thing. I don't see them going any further than that. It would be weird.
Yeah.
Just like she didn't go any further with Austen other than she got on the show. So don't need that. But I know him and Austen are talking about it on tonight's episode, which will have already aired by the time you hear this.
Wait.
Yeah. You know, I'm not a huge Vanita fan, but she did make me laugh when she said Taylor's going through something, but you can't just keep bringing dildos and screaming at parties.
Which is
It
true.
was funny.
You can't
It
do
is
that.
true. It's just not acceptable behavior
Yeah.
in any shape or form.
It
so.
was funny. And Madison, like Miss Homemaker, I won Best Yard of the Year 2 months in a row.
That was funny.
Yard of the month. I'm obsessed with her. Do you think she's gonna have a baby with Brett?
I don't know.
Maybe.
That's what they were talking about.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't see why she wouldn't if she wants one. I don't know if she wants one.
Yeah, no, that's what she was saying she's getting off birth control.
Yeah.
When she was talking to her mom. It was kind of a boring like scene, so I wasn't
Yeah.
like we probably were not invested, but I think that's what she was saying was she was getting off birth control. And they were gonna have a baby. Good for them. Good for them. Southern Charm's back on tonight.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
It's a show about the men, and they're all just so fucking messy and catty, and I love it.
It's a very boys will be boys type of show, if you know what I'm saying.
I just love Craig stirring shit up.
I'm just glad that type of population still exists in America somewhere. It's like almost extinct. It's good that we can still watch it on TV. Moving over to Sunday night, we had RHONY and RHONY only, and they're still in Anguilla. It's like 4 episodes of a girls' trip. I don't need that many.
It's
not even that entertaining. I have to be honest. I'm kind of like
it lost me.
It did. It's draining.
It did lose me. I want to get into the Erin and Ubah of it all. Like, I need to know whose side are you on. My side kept changing, so that's why I want to know whose side are you on, and whose side did you end up on?
I don't know.
You have the floor.
No, I don't know. Like, okay, so I would have been on Erin's side, except for when Ubah was apologizing after everyone went after her. She kept going and going, and that's one thing that like irritates me when someone's trying to be sincere. You did this, and you just didn't let it go, and you guys didn't drop it, and you hurt me. You really hurt me. Yeah, she fucking hurt you. She's apologizing for it.
Right.
You know, like that kind of pissed me off. I don't know.
Yes. Darcy, your thoughts?
I started like even last week, like I was on Ubah's side because I think I didn't like how Erin said like, oh, she makes me so scared and I'm so intimidated by her. Like there's definitely like there's racial undertones to that. Like it came off very microaggression.
It was definitely microaggressive. It's like, how can we be like, I think I was listening to Crappens and they brought up a super good point that like we just had this with like Ebony and like Luann said you're so angry and like Ebony had to explain why you don't call a black woman angry. Like, did you guys watch?
Mm-hmm.
We just
had this.
We just had this.
So like with that, and then Erin comes in screaming, Ubah, don't say my name, and like so that escalated it. But Ubah shouldn't have put her hands on her. Like just keep our hands to ourselves. I mean, I thought it was hilarious when Erin like left the bar and was like, I'm leaving, and like went to the other bar and like stared or to the other side of the bar, stared at them and pouted that nobody was coming to check on her.
My favorite when you do a huff off and nobody comes to check on you is my absolute favorite.
Amanda loves a huff off.
I love a huff off. And my favorite is when you huff off and no one comes back. No one comes after you.
Yeah, I'm kind of like in the same boat. Like originally I was like Team Ubah, get over it because it's like a prank, move on. Like, why are you coming in so hot? And then I was like, okay, well, Erin, like, why are you're claiming you're so scared of her and then you're screaming like, don't ever say my name. And then I was like, whoa, Team No Touch, like, don't grab her glasses off her face. That's a little much.
I would have fucking mollywopped her if she took my glasses. I'll fucking tell you that right now.
Probably not if you were filming television show.
Probably
and
not.
if you got him from Canal Street.
Yeah. I would have thought about it. I would have in my head, I would have mollywopped her.
There's like an account that we follow and they follow us called Wear What Happens. And she finds everything that everyone's wearing. She's so good. And I tagged her and I was like, are these fake? And she said, no, they're Alaya.
But this is an Alaya.
And a what? I love that. Jenna's so weird. Jenna's so weird.
She's my weird queen.
She was like telling the guy to like talk to her at night because his voice was so soothing. And are you going to make brownies later? It's weird that her and Ubah don't drink, like for no reason other than they just don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like no one's getting hammered. I want more people to be drunk.
Like,
no one's been hammered this whole time.
Yeah.
No, Bryn got wasted.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about Bryn?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Bryn.
I just think her flirting is like too much. It's
That's
like
a lot.
It's like her whole personality. That's it. That's all she has. It's like a flirting.
Charged.
Yeah.
It's very one-dimensional.
Yes.
And like I want to know other sides of her personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like there's some
that's all she
sexual
does.
trauma in that history.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a therapist, but I'll take your educated opinion on it.
Well, I just think that like when you just like project and you project and you project that, it's because it's like I'm going to sexualize you before you can take advantage of me sexually.
Okay.
I'm going to make you feel uncomfortable before I ever have to.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
I have to want
Yeah,
like
it's getting old.
If there's more to her and maybe the editors just aren't showing that to us, or is this really sort of just her only wave she's riding?
I mean, there is a lot we're not seeing, right? Like, we're not seeing her home because she can't film there because of her co-op. We're not seeing her job because apparently she only works 10 hours a week and makes a lot of money. I don't understand that.
I want that job.
So we're not really getting a lot of her.
Yeah.
She doesn't have, like, family. We saw 5 seconds of her brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're really not.
Yeah.
We did almost see another side of her, though. When Erin was like, are you starting with me now? And she goes... takes her glasses off and says, do you want me to start with you? No, you don't.
I could see her being like
yeah,
bitchy,
I'm like, bitch, pop off. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's see that side. Give me that side, please.
Erin wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
She goes, no, I don't want you to.
Erin, I can't believe she didn't do shit when Ubah held her glasses for 45 minutes.
Okay, I have to say this. The long jaw silver trauma. Like, I cannot. First of all, they show this picture of her where she looks gorgeous as a child. It's like a fucking Child Bride magazine.
Because she gave them that picture. That's not the long jaw.
And she's like, it was like the time they called me Long John Silver. And she's wearing a silver top. I was dying laughing. I'm like, this is so perfect.
Ew.
Long jaw silver.
Whoever thought of that,
trauma.
Props to you. That is a good childhood bully name. I mean, that's an original.
There's nobody as creative as like a childhood bully.
I mean, Darcy pointed it out. Like, her sister and dad do have like super long jaws, so she probably had her chin shaved.
Absolutely.
But the long
jaw silver
trauma. God, RHONY is just filled with trauma.
I know, so much trauma.
Okay, are we gonna talk about Jessel taking notes on everybody?
I'm doing it. I'm starting to take notes on everyone I come in contact with.
Jessel's got a burn book. That's all it is.
I mean, like, what do you do with those notes?
She brings it back up, bitch. She's gonna come to the reunion with all of this shit.
It kind of made me think. I was like, honestly, like, I could be pissed at people or like have had like fallouts with people, and like I wouldn't even not remember why today.
Exactly.
Like, don't know, don't care. So maybe I should start writing it down so I could stand up.
It's not a bad idea. I'm here for it. I think it's hilarious.
It just makes you bitter and like resentful all the time. Like, notes
well, that's what Jessel comes off as, bitter and resentful. I mean,
she does seem like a bitter shrew.
Yeah, so makes sense.
She's definitely like growing on me.
Me too. I'm a fan.
Time.
Do you know what people
online are calling themselves who are Jessel fans?
No, what?
Tank tops.
Tank tops. That's funny. Yeah, there's no one on this cast that I would say like I'm just riding so hard. Like,
same.
You know, like Teresa riding all day.
Yeah,
Baby Gorgeous can do no wrong. Like, there's no one on this cast I'm riding hard for. I would have rode that hard for like Luann, Sonia, maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dorinda, her crazy ass, but
Dorinda. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And so next week I thought was going to be the finale, but it's not. So I guess I'm going to say there's 2 more episodes and then 2 reunion parts.
Okay.
I don't think
they're dropping the reunion looks tomorrow.
That would make sense. I realize now, like, there's a rhythm to it. They have to drop them before they play the finale because you're going to see them in the, like, scenes for the next.
Oh, okay.
So that made sense why they dropped Orange Counties, like, 2 days ago, because then they played the finale and then we saw, like, scenes for the reunion.
Okay.
They did take a long time to drop those. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they come out right after. It was weird. But
interesting.
We'll get to that when we get to that. Bryn was on Watch What Happens Live afterwards with Tyler Cameron. It was a very sexually charged episode. I did want to say one thing about it. Apparently they asked Jessel to be on and she said she was booked. She couldn't. She was too busy. Then she found out Tyler Cameron was on and she cleared her plans and she was in the Oprah chairs. And Andy called her out and it was so funny. Because basically, like you're saying, Andy's not a good enough like ploy to get you here, but Tyler Cameron is.
Yeah, I didn't know people actually turned him down. Like, I thought if you were on the Housewives, you would take any chance you get to go to Watch What Happens Live and promote your show. I mean, I thought it was in your contract, so.
We still
I
haven't
thought
had
so
a
too.
Jenna Lyons appearance.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
booked.
Doesn't sound like we're going to. She's just weird. I don't know that she will last as a housewife because she's not doing any of the housewifey things.
No, she was in her room working. That's not very housewife-esque.
Yeah.
I think I won't be surprised if she's just a one and done.
I think so too.
I have an inkling that she kind of did it as a favor because like she's got a name that people recognize,
Okay.
that maybe people got into to
She's
try a
friends
new
with
group.
Andy, so it
Yeah.
makes sense.
You don't know who she knows over at the Bravo or NBC execs either. She could have been doing somebody a favor too.
She probably knows everybody.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and she wasn't friends with any of these people before they started filming. It's very obvious. Like I think some of them had genuine relationships. Like it seems like Erin and Brynn actually knew each other. Maybe Sai knew Brynn, but yeah, not Jenna. Very strange. We had a new Below Deck Med premiered.
Lots of drama right off the jump.
Lots of drama.
Right off the jump.
Do these people do background checks on anybody? Like you don't check their certificates before they come on board?
I don't think Bravo does shit.
Well, not even Bravo, but it's like you wouldn't make Captain Sandy check those things or like the first officer.
Oh my God, your caption on your one Instagram post sent me over the edge.
When I said Maritime Law is Captain Sandy's wet dream.
Yeah, I was dying.
She did not like that post, but she liked another one that
okay. Well,
so I know she's not into dirty talk.
Yeah.
So we got to meet all the new crew. Kyle and Toomey, the chief and second, are stuck in customs or like couldn't get their visas cleared in time, so they were not there. So Natalia, a returner, stepped up to Chief Stew, which bumped up the fourth stew. There's gonna be 4 stews because it's a huge boat.
Huge.
It's like a ship. It's an old ship, I guess. So it's freaking huge. So they bump up Jessica to second. They bring in some rando named Brooke. I don't even think she's not supposed to be staying, but I have a feeling that now that RHONJ left, she will be staying, honestly, because she's on the cast and she didn't have a title next to her. So I have a feeling that she on Bravo Insider when they like released the cast, she didn't have she didn't say deck or stew, it just said her name. So I have a feeling she's probably gonna move over to deckhand because Rue left.
Okay.
So she didn't know what the fuck she was doing. Then we have Rue, the bosun, who comes on. He kind of sounded like he knew what he was talking about to start. But like off the rip, like he's clearly lying. He's lying about his training. He doesn't have he has copies of papers, which once Lucas said like, it's like traveling in your car and getting pulled over and giving a copy of your driver's license. Like that doesn't work. Like you have to it's like but not it's like trying to bring a copy of your passport to the airport. Like it doesn't work like that. Made total sense. Like you need your license to be on the boat.
And then it was like, oh, my documents are in my friend's safe and they're in this safe and they're like
I haven't even been to South Africa in 6 years and they're in there. And
he released a statement today about all of that. Yeah.
What did he say?
Oh God, it was super long, but basically like spelled out everything that happened, was pissed that people were questioning that he made up that his friend had died.
I don't think he made that up.
No, you can't. No, but people on the internet are assholes.
People are so mean.
But basically like spelled out like what had happened and stuff.
How did someone else's picture get attached to his document?
Basically, he got scammed. He paid.
I think so too.
I believe that.
Certificates expired. He paid some guy like from this course to extend the expiration date, and that's how this other dude's picture. He got scammed.
Yeah, I think so too. Because he couldn't like explain. He's like, he came onto my boat and he did it, and they're like, that's not how this works. You have to go to like school. And it's true. I heard afterwards Natalia was on Watch What Happens Live, and she said to get something like that, you have to like go to a special school, and you are in school for an entire week.
Yeah.
So that sucks. I liked him. I thought he was going to be a good addition, but
I didn't know.
Can't win when you play dirty. So they all say that in Amy Leaks. So Luca's back, Natalia's back, Toomey is from Below Deck Down Under, Kyle's back. There's definitely going to be drama. Natalia and Kyle don't get along. They didn't get along last time they were
We
on a
met
charter
Kyle's
together.
boyfriend at
We did.
Bravo Con, and we
I
walked
don't think it's
away.
his boyfriend anymore, but we
We
did.
walked away.
He
We
was
were
like, he was like fangirling over his own boyfriend. Like,
yeah.
people were taking
Oh.
pictures of Kyle, and he's like, "Isn't he so cute?" And I'm like, "No."
We walked away, literally. We were like,
Yeah.
it's not worth
That's
it.
funny. Kyle, I just want to see Frank smile. I think they'll be back next week. I guess we'll see. Everyone seemed to do well despite the fact they were missing like half their crew. The new deckhand girls are like a little
Kooky.
weird. Okay,
Yeah.
Laura. All I learned about Laura is that she like played in poop growing up, and she hates the word lesbian, but she is one. Very strange. Very strange.
Were you guys able to understand a word that the chef was saying? Because I needed subtitles. Like I couldn't understand.
You gotta watch a little more Love Island, so you'll start to understand those deep English.
Oh my God!
I watch all my shows with closed captioning, so I was just reading along.
I love subtitles.
I am like Harry Potter and the galleys, my Hogwarts. He was funny. He said something like bum ass or bum
something
weird
about bums.
I know. I just posted like Chef Jackisms because I didn't know what the hell he was talking. I had no idea what he was talking about half of the time. It was interesting. I wanted to point this out because it seems like there is a common theme with any of our like bosuns or deckhands or whomever. Anyone that comes from South Africa seems to come from a deep tragedy, and I don't know why that is. Like, there are plenty of nice places in South Africa too. Like, why do they all come from like such deep dark tragedy?
Well, I told you I don't think normal middle class sells as well.
No, you're definitely not wrong.
Yeah.
I also think like most people in the yachting industry are kind of running from something. Like,
makes sense.
You know, you're never home. You're in a new place all the time. Transient, new people. You can be whoever you want to be. So I don't think like kind of like flight attendant. Like normal people don't usually do those jobs. Just saying.
Yeah.
They sound cool in theory, but then it's like
I know I couldn't.
Can't have a life.
Like, I could travel. Well, now I can't because I'm married with 3 kids. But prior to that, I could have definitely done it. Except for I can't go on a boat. So
yeah,
I really couldn't have done it.
That would have really stopped you.
Imagine being hungover. Oh my God, I would have died. I would have been.
No, Adam did it.
Yeah, I would have been like Adam, puking over the side instead of fucking putting the.
He didn't do it. He got fired.
Yeah, exactly.
He kind of did it. He half did it.
Poor little guy. He always posts videos of himself like skateboarding and hitching onto people's cars, like in the city. I'm like, this seems so dangerous.
Yeah, it doesn't seem safe.
Don't do that.
I feel so. What Amanda alluded to earlier was like I had posted that. Please let this be another season about Maritime Law, which is Captain Sandy's wet dream. But literally, like the whole thing is about Maritime Law.
I have one issue with what Captain Sandy said. And maybe she was like, I always give everybody 3 chances. But when Hannah she didn't give Hannah 3 chances. She fired her immediately.
She had other issues that season. Remember, she was like dating that guy and she kept having like panic attacks and like going in her room and crying and whatever. I feel like she got more than 3 chances, honestly.
All right. Well,
I mean, are you going to tell us about your favorite scene when the guy goes to get the phone in the hot tub?
Oh my God. When the guy dropped the phone in the hot tub and then like the other guy like dives in, he's trying to get it. And the other guy goes, iPhones are waterproof.
They are, right? You can completely submerge them now. Nothing happens.
Yeah. So he's like, oh, they are? That shit was hilarious. That was funny.
So funny.
How weren't his friends like rolling on the floor? Like, I will never understand.
So funny.
I wonder if it's like a frequent thing for him. Just like an over the top diving into hot tubs.
He was like trying not to, and then he just like fell in to get the phone.
Completely submerged.
I would have died.
We had couch talk afterwards. There's like nothing to say about this show. Craig was the guest this week. It's boring. It probably should just go off the air. I'm trying. I love both Captain Lee and Kate, but it's not good.
It's not the right format for them.
I get what it is. It's just like a little fluff filler thing to say that they're both still employed by Bravo. But
yeah,
it's just weird. I don't want it to come
It's
back.
just a cheap show for Bravo to like put on. I mean,
Yeah.
literally no overhead, so probably costs a couple $1,000 to film.
I
and
think I'm
their
done
pay.
posting about it. It's that
Okay,
boring.
you
Unless
got to do
something
what you got to do.
cool happens,
I
I'll let you
support
know.
that.
Thank you. If listeners, if you're really into couch talk and you want me to keep posting about it, you just let me know. But no one really even likes those posts usually. What did we have next? Oh, my favorite, Salt Lake City. Baby
Wild
gorgeous.
times.
Baby gorgeous.
It was a good episode. They
It
were all
was
just
so good. It took me so long, but I made a reel, which was everything that Mary was like had said to herself basically in the van the entire time. And it was just so funny. It's like it was gold. It was like 1.5 minutes of Mary talking to herself, not participating.
Again, I'm convinced she's from another planet.
What's
There's
so funny
something
to me is
about
she's
her.
so like abrasive and mean when people talk to her, but then like she's super nice to like the driver who takes her to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Or the guy
She
who gets
does
her
not like
McDonald's.
those bitches. She does not
She
like them.
doesn't. It's just funny, but it is kind of like, why are you here? But like,
Why
I
is
don't
she
want her to
there?
go
Like,
away. But why
yeah,
is she here?
but like, why is she here? Like, what is she doing it for the money? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
We start the trip off right with Meredith waking up eating. I know, eating caviar. It's her Meredith Marks caviar. She has her own caviar brand, which I know she was just trying to pump. They tried to like shoot the label, but they really missed, and you could only see the M on the top. And unless you know she has, you wouldn't know she has a caviar brand either because she has about like 2 followers on that account. But
are we one of the two?
No. That ain't the kind of caviar I like. Just saying. I'm a caviar snob. Sorry, not sorry. I want to talk a little about Monica because I turned and I'm pissed at her now.
Yeah, you're not a fan? I still like her. I'll be honest. I'm a big Monica fan.
I just don't like how she wants to be like the relatable one. Like, I don't need my housewives to be relatable. I need them to be rich, scandalous, fucking paying $60,000 to have glam flown everywhere so they go to the grocery store. That's what I need in housewife. If I wanted someone to be relatable, I'd watch TLC. I wouldn't watch Bravo.
She needs to, if she wants to go after Lisa, she needs to come after her with something else. Like, oh, not, you're not middle class. Like, yeah, of course not. She's a fucking housewife. That's the premise of the show. Right. Rich housewives. Like, did you not watch the OC the first season, honey? Because it was behind the gates. That's the whole premise. So find something else to go after Lisa about.
Well, and I also nobody should ever have to apologize for their wealth or being successful unless they got it by exploiting people or illegally, Jen Shaw.
Right.
But she just leave her alone.
Yeah.
Leave her alone.
They hired the help. That's what they did with Monica. She's the help. And they tried to bring her to the main stage and she's not doing a great job.
No, I think she's doing good. I think she's
being
doing
dramatic.
Good.
She's certainly secured another season, I'm sure. But don't come for Baby Gorgeous and try to make her seem like an elitist. She is who she is, and she's unapologetic about it. The end.
Yeah.
I don't need my housewives to be relatable. I don't want to relate to them. Thank you. When I find that I have one bag or pair of shoes that they have, I'm like, oh, too close. Too close for comfort.
Don't touch the sun.
I'm like, you're poor because I'm not rich. Honestly, if you watch the early seasons of Potomac, I'm like, I am richer than these people. Why are they on my TV screen? They're so bad. They're carrying Tory Burches around and stuff.
I'll never forget when Michael put Ashley in that fucking condo. I'm like, damn, girl, you got nothing without that man. She secured the bag though.
Do you guys think Whitney should have taken over the trip?
Yeah.
No.
You don't. I think she had to. I think she needed to.
I mean,
for the drama.
Yeah, for the show, yeah, it was great. But in a real life situation, if you're hosting a trip and I want to do something, I'm gonna make sure it's cool with you and not just be like, hey.
And that is why this is reality television.
I know.
Yeah. It needed to happen just for the fact that it's reality television. The whole drag show, Lisa losing her mind over the makeup.
Oh my god, that was
funny
crazy.
To me. It was so funny. Heather was trying to stay on Baby Gorgeous's good side on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy was like, "Was it reasonable?" And she goes, "I think she was being smart about like what she's spending her money on, and she spends a lot of money on glam. And Andy was like, "You don't mean that." She goes, "I'm just trying to come from a different angle."
It was a little outrage. It was very over dramatic. I'll say that.
I have glam in Monaco. I have glam everywhere. I don't just pay her to come when I'm going on girl trips. I have her come over when I go to the grocery store. What was the girl's name?
Naomi? I made that up.
No, it was something like Gabby or something like that.
I have no idea.
I gotta go back and look now, but that girl's gonna be very popular. Apparently, she's the best makeup artist in Salt Lake City, and she's on retainer.
She's on retainer.
I think Lisa's the only one that brings glam on her trips.
Okay.
I think everyone else maybe does like glam squad, but
Okay.
from Salt Lake, not from other cities. Other cities, like Beverly Hills, brings like,
everyone brings
glam.
I don't think
wardrobe,
Kyle brings
everything.
glam. I don't think Kyle brings glam.
She doesn't. She didn't bring it to girls trip, but other people did.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be on TV, like I feel like glam is a tax write-off. You're on television.
Yeah.
I would definitely
And
have
also,
I agree.
They did Lisa so dirty when they filmed her when she was like had the light on her face getting glam done. Oh my god, she looked like, you know that episode of Game of Thrones where like the red witch takes off the necklace and she's an old lady? Like that's what she looked like. It was so bad. They did her so dirty. And Watch What Crappens posted like their Salt Lake City recap today, and they used that photo as like their image.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go look at it.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I thought she looked beautiful. Like she is aging naturally and gracefully because like she looked it. I can see why she wants the glam. It's probably not the most like flattering way to feel, but she's not pumped full of fucking filler and Botox.
No,
like,
she's not. She like, definitely isn't. I don't think she's done anything. Maybe a little Botox, but she's not.
She's stunning.
Hasn't done much because she has a lot of wrinkles, honestly.
Yeah, and like that's part of aging.
Yeah.
So like
again, I don't need them to be relatable. I don't want them to look like me without makeup on.
I don't want them to look like
Whitney without makeup on. She looked like a chickenpox victim. It was scary. It was scary.
I will say one thing I noticed when we went to BravoCon is the amount of makeup that these women wear. They like
it's like cake face.
Yeah, they wear a ton of makeup.
They look like frosted floozies
because they want to look like how they look on the show and on their Instagram, but nobody looks like that in real life.
No, I have
skin has texture.
I have 85-inch TVs with like super high def, and you can tell sometimes, like on some of these shows, like how bad. Like you can see like the discoloration from like the chin to the neck. You can see like into their pores sometimes. It's pretty bad, actually.
My brother was at like JFK and he saw Kendall Jenner. I'm like, what do you think about her? He was like, she has a lot of acne. I'm like, oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have thought that. They did the drag / not drag show. I feel like Monica only won because she was being loud, but I actually thought Heather was better.
I was going to say Heather was my favorite. I was going to say Heather.
She looked beautiful. Could be an everyday look
Monica
for her.
looked ugly. The point of drag is not to look ugly.
She was like so over the top.
An overdone woman.
Yeah. One thing about Monica is like so this is like, I feel like a lot of new housewives do it. They come in so hot. Like, I don't need you to come in at a 900. Just come in at a solid like 50.
Yeah.
You know, like they come in so hot and it's just like obnoxious.
Like, and then you're like talking in Portuguese, like yelling at Lisa. Like, and everyone that's taken a Spanish class knows what merda means. Thank you. Like, it's so weird.
I didn't. So
you didn't.
I've never taken
Well,
a
you
Spanish
took
class.
French with Mrs. Matt, obviously.
Yeah. She called my mom one time. I'm like, come on, Miss Matt. Fucking see her.
We swam with our kids.
Yeah, I know.
Bonjour. Okay. Angie K needs to really go home and sit down and really work on her reads because
oh my god,
Meredith was even laughing. You look like a trampoline with eyes.
What does that mean? What does it mean?
You look like a trampoline with eyes. I was dying. Even Meredith could not laugh. Like who could like hold a straight face with that?
I would have been like, ma'am, I don't even know what that means. Okay, so
I made a little trampoline with eyes. She didn't comment on it, and she's usually, her and her husband are both very responsive, but I think I pissed her off with a couple posts.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, because the one where I made a post where Meredith's ignoring her and she's like talking behind her. I said, when the waitress interrupts my date night.
Yeah.
I don't think she liked that one. Follow us on Instagram. We do make a lot of funny posts, actually. It's like
I
our
think
favorite.
we're hilarious.
I do
I think so
too.
too. So do other people. I think we're a good time.
Ooh,
Okay.
we were just quoted in another article.
Oh yeah, I totally
Oh,
forgot to
yeah.
mention that. Heavy. It's called Heavy is the publication, and they Heavy like has a Heavy on Bravo TV section. And they did a segment or an article on Lindsay Hubbard and her Summer House girls celebrate Bachelorette weekend after Carl Radke breakup. And they took a post that I posted, which was just a picture of her and Danielle that said, "So glad to see them back together again." And they put it in their article.
Yeah.
So go to heavy.com
I love it.
and look at Heavy on Bravo TV for us. The only other thing I wanted to say about Salt Lake City was Meredith in these unhinged moments are like, they're a lot. Like, she's really losing it. Whitney was fucked up for saying that, but she knew what she was doing. She was saying it intentionally. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're talking about someone's like grandson or something, and she was like, "You are a monster. You are disgusting." And now her new thing is not "I'm disengaging," it's "I'm not interested." "I'm not interested" is the new "I'm disengaging."
So whose team are you on? Team Whitney, Team Meredith, Team Monica, Team Mary?
Team only Baby Gorgeous and Baby Gorgeous only. She
I'm
can do
here.
no wrong.
I'm here for Mary and her participation trophy.
Okay.
I think Mary's hysterical. Do I want to like spend time with her IRL? No, I do not.
No.
But should I do that in my Shannon voice? Do I want to hang out with her in real life? No.
I am Heather. Heather is being funny. I think she's just in the
I like Heather.
background.
Heather's being
She doesn't
good.
want to
Heather
be
never
part of
bothered
it.
me.
Yeah.
The black
not
eye
really-
situation was annoying, but
Yeah.
she never bothered me.
Her ride or die was
Yeah.
annoying, but yeah. Okay.
She did annoy me on Girls Trip. She was such a pick me bitch. She was so annoying.
It was kind of hilarious though.
She was
She's like, they have so many Instagram followers. Follow me. Like, I kind of thought
I
it was
can't wait to
fucking
hang out with
hilarious.
them. They have 70,000 followers.
Oh my god.
I mean, she owned it. She fucking
Yeah,
fangirl,
that is true.
so.
She owns her pick me. I'll give
Yeah.
her that. But she stepped up her fashion. I feel like she's definitely gained some more confidence that like I'm a season 3 housewife. Like
Mhm.
I know what I'm doing now.
She got a new house.
Yeah, good for her. Good for her. Anything else on Salt Lake?
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Me
Loving
too.
every
It's
minute
great.
of it. That casting is chef's kiss. Very good. Very good. Did you guys watch OC last night?
I
Sure
sure
fucking
did.
Well,
did.
you fucking better have because we're doing a podcast on it and it's our homework. So before we got OC, we got the reunion looks at some point during the day yesterday. What the fuck are those? Why are they dressed like they look like rainbow trolls? Why
I think
are
that
they
was the
dressed
vibe.
like
I think everyone looked really good. Heather looked like abnormally
Heather looked
skinny.
amazing.
She looked very
did.
skinny.
She's been really skinny all season too. She did look good, but she wasn't wearing anything bright. She was wearing black, which I
Yeah.
didn't understand. And I was like, well, maybe she did it because she is elite.
Yeah.
Shannon,
Shannon, well, I don't know what Shannon was going for. I think her
She was going for Gina.
yeah.
She used the wig from the costume party.
She did. I feel like her one confessional, she looks so good and she does not look good at the reunion. The yellow confessional with her hair side spray, that one she looks so good, but she does not look good in this.
I liked the
No.
dress for the reunion. Like, I thought
Wait,
that was
Shannon?
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
didn't.
hate it.
She looks
I
like a
wasn't.
Chiquita banana.
The
Summer hates it. Summer's
She
not
hates
into
it.
it. Summer is
Next
not
subject.
into it.
Okay.
Take it off. We're taking it off. Do I want to take this dress off? No. Will I take it off for Summer? Yes.
All right, we're good. Sorry, it was just an ugly yellow dress. I won't get you one.
Don't get her. Yellow's not her color. You just learned something about her. Yeah. Heather did. Her arms looked very skinny. I'm looking at them now. Tamra, isn't Tamra's signature, little front poof pink cutout dress. It's very Tamra. She looked fine. This was not Shannon's look, and it wasn't Shannon's hair. It was a lot. Gina, I'm like, what are you wearing? Did you get that dress from Deb's? First of all, you guys ever shop at Deb's? I know you did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We went to
course.
St.
we
Town
It's definitely
Mall.
from is it from Rainbow? Remember when we used to, Darcy and I used to go to Rainbow in like the hood. 'Cause Rainbow's only in the hood. And we would buy a going out shirt because you had to have your going out shirt. We would go with like $22 in our bank account. We'd be like, well, we got to save 10 for drinks so we can only buy a shirt that's $11 or less.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
That's what Gina looked like. Too short.
It
ugly,
looks like
too much of a spray tan, very orange, not good.
Her dress looks like a bodysuit that she just unclipped.
Oh, okay.
Like never clipped up the crotch.
I don't like, it's just so barely there. I don't understand the slit in the side. It just is bad.
She's trying to show off her skinny body after she gained weight. Now she's skinny again.
Yeah. Jen, they did her dirty with this picture.
Her face.
Her face morphs every week. She has a different face.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
So if you like look at her pictures from before, she was like famous, quote end quote. 'Cause I don't think she's famous. She doesn't look like this. This is like new, but we got to get some filler. She's like sunken in. Something's going on here. The picture.
Her face, I wouldn't. You know what? I wouldn't be able to pick her out of a lineup because
that is very racist.
Well,
Amanda.
she's white, so is it?
No, I was just saying that's what Monica called me gorgeous.
That's what I said it. So, her face changes every single time.
I didn't like her dress. I've seen variations of it. It's not a reunion dress. I'll just like it looks weird sitting down. I've seen variations of it other places, not for the reunion. Emily looked good. It was very basic, but it looks good.
Yeah.
Given how hard she's been working on her body, I feel like she could have done something different, but it was fine. No, Taylor. What is this rainbow? You look like a Skittle. Like not into it. And I don't like the hair either.
No.
I don't like it at all.
Taylor, she posted like a TikTok or something and it was just like rough.
If there's someone that needs like a one-way ticket to treatment, it's Taylor. Because she is deaf addicted to benzos, and when she has more than 2 drinks, she's out of control.
She was wild last
That
time.
Was something.
Yeah. It was fucking funny.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Woo.
Sorry. I'm very angry. Sorry. Let's get into it. So honestly,
I see your note. It says boring before the circus. I can't even tell you what happened before the circus.
My note says boring episode until the circus.
Couldn't even tell you what happened before.
Even then, it wasn't great. The circus felt very manufactured. Also, okay, let me this is my first note. This is the first thing I said to you guys. It's like 6:00 this morning. Who donated this party? Gina did not fucking pay for this. How did Gina get the finale party? Like, this is not her party. She did not pay for this party. There's no fucking way. She lives inside a shed.
I still don't understand how any of the trips happen. Like, who gets to host parties? Like, I don't understand any of it. So
I don't know why it was her party, but I feel like they pooled their money together.
It was Barnum and Bailey.
Yeah, this got donated somehow for sure. I mean, I know they get a lot of shit comped. Don't get me wrong. Like, they don't pay for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
First season Housewives pay for shit. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty boring before then. Like, I don't need to see.
colonic.
Yeah, I don't need to see that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was disgusting.
Don't need to see that. I'm like, I kind of wanted to see this Shannon and Heather going to lunch. Why did we only get that in a flashback?
Yeah.
I'd rather have seen that than fucking the colonic, I'll be honest with you.
I honestly don't even remember what else was happening before, and it was so boring.
Yeah.
Oh, Jen talking to Ryan and saying, like, you better only have slept with her that one time. Like, yeah, fucking right, you clown-ass bitch. Like, no.
I think right now she feels like she has to stay with him because she broke up her family for him. Same.
I know Summer
agrees.
I know Summer.
We're not Ryan fans over here, guys. We are not Ryan fans. So maybe she has to stay with him. Also, I heard she stayed with him because that was the only way she was going to get on the show.
I believe it because that was her whole storyline.
Yeah.
And I think, too, at this point, she's not going to leave him because then you feel like, well, Tamra was right the whole time. So she's just going to, like, ride it out.
They did some, like, they made, like, a post yesterday, and he tagged us in it, and then he was commenting on it, like fucking continuously all day today, and all day I was getting a notification. I kept accidentally clicking on them. I was like, get me off this fucking post. Like, how can I untag myself from this fucking post? I was so annoyed. It was them doing a video about, like, what they like just reflecting on the season and like if people came too hard on for them and whatever blah blah blah. I didn't really watch it. I just read highlights.
MFer ever.
He's a Doodle Bear housewife in training for sure.
Yeah, he's a Craig wannabe, and you'll never be Craig. Okay,
no,
never.
Take note. You're never gonna be Craig because I know you're fucking listening.
Oh, he's definitely listening. Creep. Creeptastic. I don't have to tag him in anything. He looks every single day. Every
It's
single day.
fucking weird.
And so,
You have to like search us.
I'm not going to name names, but when people do that, like I watch people look and I'm like, you literally have to go out of your way to look. So then I usually, like if it's someone cool, I say like, give us a little follow. I did that yesterday to someone. And I've never said that to Ryan and I'm never going to say that to Ryan. Like, go out of your way not to look at me, please. Go out of your way not to look at us. Don't look at me. Yeah, so nothing happened before the circus. The circus started pretty soon.
Okay.
I think Taylor showed up trashed. Like, she
Yeah.
was like trashed from the jump. To watching her eat the ice cream, I put like a side by side of her with the ice cream and her with the cotton candy, and it was like
That was so
I didn't know which
good.
was better. I really didn't. She has a way with the mouth.
She does.
Something.
She does. I think she's just gay, honestly, and I feel like the like marrying men is a front because she's so like lesbianic when she's drinking.
Well, she said like she was like saying like I'm
Some
bi,
agree.
like very
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She said I'm a lesbian at one point. And she like they were trying to like get that out of her, I think, because they were filming them just mic'd up when they were in the bathroom. It was just weird. It was very weird. Very weird. I want to understand. Like, I know why Tamra's doing it, right? Like, Tamra wants to like just have the drama, have it be about her, make it end on her. But like, she's just going so hard for Heather. It just doesn't make sense. It looks inauthentic.
Jealousy.
It makes no sense.
It screams jealousy to me. She's
Like,
so jealous of Heather.
She's so jealous. Heather would not give it to her. It was so good.
It was amazing.
When she's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And Heather was like, "I'm not doing this with you."
Yeah.
Like, not interested.
She chased her. Heather walked away and she followed her, which is also one of my favorite things when they follow you to fight. Like, you look like such a loser. She's walking away from you.
Pointing the fingers in her face. Like, I would have snapped one of those fingers right off.
No, you wouldn't have.
No hands. No touching.
I would have. No. Not if I was being filmed. If I wasn't being filmed, she would have lost too. Yeah, but like Heather's such a class act. She was like, no.
Yeah.
Like Meredith Marks should really pay attention because this is actually how you disengage.
Yeah. You just don't give it.
Heather is like, let me just think about how much money I have in my bank account right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Moving on.
I'm Team Heather.
I'm just counting all the money I'm making while I'm standing right here, right now.
What's the consensus on the internet? Team Heather or Team Tamra?
I think it swayed back to Team Heather. The consensus, at least on the polls that we post, I don't could just be people follow us because they're like us, but the consensus is Team Heather now. It's swayed back. And I think in the beginning when she was making those stupid comments, people were like, oh no, she's such an elitist, but she's just fucking rich. Get over it. She's rich.
I don't even think she's an elitist. I think that's just who she like. That's just like, she's just classy. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with being classy. Not everyone needs to be a fucking trash ball, Tamra.
Yeah. It was just like interesting. Like, the whole Tamra called them losers on that podcast, but then she was claiming she was mocking Heather. Like, none of it made sense. I'm certainly not going to go listen to it to figure it out.
I wouldn't giving them that two T's and a twat a listen.
I don't listen to two T's and a twat. Sorry.
And I
don't
never
listen
will.
to really any podcasts that are done by actual Bravo celebrities. Like, I have listened to some before, but I'm not into them.
You mean you're not going to listen to Tom Sandoval's new podcast?
No, I listened to Namaste Bitches for like months, but I just couldn't listen to it anymore. Not because of Teresa, because her co-host is fucking annoying, and she would be smart to get a new co-host because that girl is fucking annoying. That's my opinion. That's my opinion! Who stays and who goes next season? This is just opinion only.
Okay, Heather, Tamra, Emily, everyone else can go. Those three stay. Everyone else can go.
Shannon can go too?
Oh, no. Keep Shannon. I forgot about her.
Okay.
Sorry. Keep Shannon. Bring back Vicky.
Yeah.
Bring back Vicky. Get rid of Gina. Honestly, get rid of Tamra. I can't fucking stand her. She just sucks the air out of the room. Like, everything has to be about her. She's fucking obnoxious. But keep her, whatever. But I don't like her. Keep Jen.
No.
Get rid of Gina.
No.
Get rid of Gina. I want to see what Jen can be on a second season if we're not hung up on her relationship.
I was too bored with her in season 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So mine is goodbye Gina, goodbye Jennifer. Everyone else can stay. Tamra can only stay if you bring back Gretchen and Alexis Bellino.
No. Oh my God. I don't like
Yep.
either one of them.
I don't either, but I think it would be great TV. So she can stay if those two can return. And you know what? Bring back Lynn Curtin for fun.
Bring them all back.
Just bring them all back.
Yeah. Because
I would love if Gina
Yeah, the
came
love
back.
cups.
If Gina came back,
Mhm.
that would be elite.
Gina Keogh.
Yeah.
I'd love an OC like legacy.
Oh, so
Girls
would
trip.
I.
Bring
So would
Vicky. Did I say bring back Vicky? That's
Yeah,
a no-brainer.
yeah.
Bring back Vicky. Yeah, bye Gina Kirschneider.
Yeah.
Jen can go. She did nothing for me. The whole season was about her boyfriend, not even about her. She did nothing.
So I feel like if she got another season, like I'd be interested to see what she could do if it's not all about Ryan.
Yeah, okay,
Like
I
if
get
she
that.
can stand on her own.
Yeah.
But if after a second I'm not impressed, get rid of her.
She was just boring. I feel like there's nothing about her. Like, I own a yoga studio. I adopted a child. I have 700 cats. I don't know how to cook. That's boring. That's middle America. I'm all set.
Her and Monica would get along.
Yeah.
All set.
Oh, the fact she couldn't hire an attorney because her husband must control everything. That's interesting.
I wanted to read the like thingies, the little like chirons.
She won something. She won
Yes.
Baccarat. Yeah.
She won a Baccarat bet and was able to pay her divorce attorney.
Yeah.
So she was.
I don't think that's real.
It was just weird. What a weird thing to say. I think it would have made more sense if we knew her to be like a gambler or something. I don't know. It was just weird.
Yeah.
Very strange. Anything else about our shows of the week?
No, I think we covered it all.
Only upcoming or like update on BravoCon Corner is that they did release the app again. Summer, I know we tried to get your mom to go to BravoCon. She doesn't want to go. She can't leave.
You can come too.
It's your fault, Summer. We got the lineup of events. They re-released the app again, and now it's updated for 2023. So all the events are up. It already looks much more manageable than 2022. Like 2022 was just like every event was on top of one another, so you had to choose between. These look a little more spread out. They haven't put the photo ops up yet.
That's what I was gonna say. It looks spread out because there's no photo ops.
People are freaking out over a lot of stuff. Yeah,
they're like, there better be photo ops or VIP isn't even worth it. People are losing their mind. I'm like,
oh my God, I didn't know that because I got kicked out of the group.
Yeah, you would know if you weren't being mean to people, Amanda, and trolling.
Well, I feel
I
like
have to troll.
They did a much better job of putting the things that you really want to see, not at the same time as something else you might really want to see. So
for next week, ladies, I want you to come back and tell me what you're looking forward to the most and what you think you're going to pass on.
This bitch just gave us homework.
I did.
We've already got homework.
I know. I already did it. I checkmarked the ones in the app that I want to go to.
I've been working through mine as well.
Okay.
Well, we can talk more about that next week for sure. And it's in like almost a month.
It is in 34 days. I have the Southwest widget on my phone, and it's like 34 days until check-in.
Leave it to Darcy to have some nerdy app.
It's
a fucking airplane app. What are you talking about, nerdy?
A widget. I don't even know what that means.
It's like the configurations of you can do more stuff with apps.
Well, I think your cat's chasing your canary again.
It's in the mouth. The canary's in the cat's mouth.
I'm dying. If we haven't lost you yet and you like what you heard here, you can follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also follow us on our socials. We post a lot of funny memes, reels, all kinds of stuff. We love to engage with our listeners. Tell us what you want to hear. Send us a message. We are on Instagram at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on TikTok at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Threads at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Twitter at Boujee Bravo Bees. We have a Facebook group, and we also have a YouTube channel where you can catch some of our previous episodes if you missed them or can't get them anywhere else. We're pretty much everywhere you want to be.
That's it, bitch.